Okay, hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're doing a career mode experiment which we're putting Rangers and Celtic into the Premier League in a FIFA career mode on FIFA 19. It's not sort of a new concept, but I thought I'd give it a try. It's been talked about for a while, obviously. Those two teams coming into the English divisions, as they were a few years ago, especially when they were completely bossing the Scottish League Premiership. So we'll do manager career. We'll skip through that, we don't need that. What we'll do is swap teams, and the teams we'll be swapping are Huddersfield. We're going to swap them in for Celtic. There it is, swap them. And then we're also going to swap, was it Fulham? Yeah, also going to swap Fulham as well for Rangers. It's because they're currently in the bottom two places in the league, so I thought get rid of the bottom two, try and make it as fair as possible. And we're then going to use Southampton. Obviously there should be a mid-table side, so it wouldn't affect any of the other outcomes hopefully, so we're still through the games with them. Right then, so there's the league table at the start, everyone on 0 points, obviously Rangers there, and Celtic will be obviously there. So we're going to go into our calendar, and what we're going to do is we're going to sim to the last day of every month, so there we go. Right then, so what we're going to do is we're going to look at our calendar and see how they've done so far this season. Go over to the fixture list, which is the league table. Scores and fixtures will start at the beginning. So Celtic started off with a 1-0 loss against Crystal Palace, whereas Rangers actually drew 1-1 with Chelsea, which is good from them. Obviously, next match day, Celtic lost again, obviously to Tottenham, so I wouldn't be surprised, 2-0. And Rangers got beat a lot by Man City. Next fixture for them, Celtic lose 1 on the time again, so they haven't won a game this month so far. Against Burnley, they managed to get a goal though. And Rangers drew 2-2 with Cardiff, which is a fair result, I guess. Looking at the league table, obviously Celtic 3 losses, they scored 1, and they've conceded 5. Moving on to Rangers, there they are, just above Chelsea. They have 2 draws, which is not too bad to start off with, and 1 loss. 3 goals scored, 7 against them. So on 2 points currently. Let's go to next month. So we're going to sim over to 30th December. Should be a lot of games to play in this month. Okay, go to fixtures now. Then on 29th, Celtic are 19th, Rangers 17th. Although Celtic got a couple of draws and Rangers got 3 more draws. Let's look at the September games. Start beginning, Celtic and Brighton draw 0-0. Not a bad result. Rangers get beat again 3-1. Got a goal though away from home, so that's expected. Move on, Rangers drew again 1-1 to Palace. Celtic get 2-2 draw at Watford, not too bad. And Rangers with their 3rd draw of this month against Leicester, which is their 5th draw so far this season. And then Everton beat Celtic 3-1. Rangers get another draw, this time against Tottenham, which is a surprising one, but I'll take it I guess. On to the next month. So international break in here, so there might not be that many games. We'll sim it however. Okay, let's see how I've done in this month then. Quick look at the league table. I'm pretty sure I haven't moved positions. Oh, Celtic do pick up a win though. Rangers don't, they on 7 draws now, so 7 draws, 3 losses so far, and Celtic have 1 win, 3 draws and 6 losses. So let's look at October and their games. Starting at the top, 1-1 against Burnley, Rangers did, and Celtic just 1-0 loss at home against Arsenal. Not a bad result there. Celtic draw there, 0-0 at Cardiff, not bad. Celtic win the first game of the season, they're at Bournemouth, so not bad, 2-1, and then 2-1 against Watford for Rangers. They lose that game. Not many games that month, so we're going to the next one. Right, that's November done. Let's look at the fixtures for that month. So Celtic actually move up the table, they swap positions. Rangers now in the relegation zone with no wins still. Only team to have no win this season. They have 9 draws however, so 4 losses. Whereas Celtic, 13 games played as well. 2 wins, 4 draws and 7 losses. Scored less, but conceded less as well. Look at the games for this month. They have the draw against each other, so the nice derby there. Rangers won, Celtic won. And Celtic narrowly lose out to Liverpool. And Rangers is 1-0 against West Ham. And Rangers get another draw against Wolves. away from home, so 1-1. And Celtic win 2-1 against Southampton. I'm pretty sure it's because I'm managing Southampton and they're going to lose a lot of games, as you can see, in 17th. So not a bad month for them too. Obviously Rangers dropping out of relegation zones, not ideal. On to December. So sim to 31st, and then we'll have a look as we're halfway through the season-ish, where both teams are at. That's December finished. We're going to have a look at the league table. Rangers still in 19th, not bad, but Celtic moving up table, up in 13th now. And somehow managed to pick up 5 wins in December. Pretty sure that's every game, so that's good on them. Whereas Rangers still yet to have a win, but 12 draws, so they're getting the draws in. Still not have a win in that whole year. Obviously, pre the new year. Looking at results, 0-0 draw for Rangers against Brighton. Celtic pick up another draw, 2-2 at Leicester. And Celtic beating Man United away from home as well, 2-1, not bad. And Rangers getting a nice draw against Arsenal, but they can't win against these teams. Not sure how that works out. Celtic then lose at home against West Ham. And Rangers draw with Newcastle again. Celtic then somehow beating Chelsea 2-0. Rangers then narrowly missing out against Southampton, losing 3-2 at home. Celtic then winning again against Newcastle 1-0. And then Celtic narrowly missing out on another win against Wolves. They don't win all the games of that month, but they do a good job. And then Celtic beating Rangers again on their second game, 1-0. They drew the last game and they won this one. And that is it for that month. So then we're half of the season, so we have a look at the team stats. We'll first look at Celtic and Bear. So look at goals to start with. Obviously their striker, don't I say his name to be honest. 6 goals, 3 assists, 2 clean sheets, and obviously that doesn't matter. James Forrest picking up 2 goals, McGregor picking up 5 goals. So they're scoring a fair few goals. Who's assisting their goals? Scott Brown and CDM assisting quite a few goals to be fair. Getting a lot of yellow cards, obviously a red card, pretty standard for him I guess. So yeah, if you look at their average, not ideal, but they're doing alright. Right, we're going to look at Rangers now. Goals then, only 4 goals, their top scorer, not ideal. It's Kent Murphy getting 3. Obviously if we look at assists, there's not many assists going in there. And no one's really getting the balls in, I presume. And their average rating is even lower than Celtic, so as would be expected. Very few clean sheets as well, which doesn't help at all. Okay, so there's a league table before the new year, and we're going to sim into the end of January now. There we go, sim to 31st of January. So at the end of January now, let's see if the table's been changed, any wins or losses. Rangers still 19th, but they picked up 2 wins in that month, not bad. Celtic dropped down slightly to 15th, they have 7 wins now though, 6 draws, 11 losses. They're conceding a lot. Rangers conceding a lot as well, 2 wins, 14 draws and 8 losses. 22 goals scored and then 33 conceded. Not as bad as Cardiff there at the bottom though. So let's look at the games for January. Celtic lose obviously to Arsenal 4-0. Rangers getting a draw again down at Burnley. Celtic win against Burnley however. Rangers winning, I think that was their first win of this season, which is not bad against Cardiff, which are below them, so that's sort of expected as well. Celtic then nearly beaten Tottenham, but they lose 2-1 at home. Rangers somehow beat Man City. Not sure how that happens, but that's FIFA for you. Celtic then drawn against Brighton at home. Rangers then drawn again obviously against Everton. Good result for them. And that's how it finishes for that. So what we haven't looked at is competition. So FA Cup, let's have a look at the 3rd round. So Celtic drew and Rangers both drew. So I have to look at the replay. Rangers beat Newport 4-0, so they're still in the FA Cup. Whereas Celtic lose on the replay against Leicester, so they're out of the FA Cup. We're going to look at the Carabao Cup as well. Rangers made it to round 2, losing Sheffield Wednesday. That's not good for them. 2-1 at home as well. Yeah, whereas Celtic made it to round 3. And getting knocked out with Sheffield Wednesday. So Sheffield Wednesday knocked out Rangers in the 2nd round, went on to the 3rd round, and then knocked out Celtic. Back to Canada, let's in the next month. So we had a look at the cups then, to the end of February. So we finished February, let's go look at the league table now. Rangers managed to pull it out, and they're out of the relegation zone now, so in 17th, Celtic still in 15th, but Rangers picked up 1 more win and obviously got a few more draws. Celtic get a win at Crystal Palace, so that's good for them. Rangers get a nice draw against Chelsea. Celtic drawing at Man United, that's a good result for them. And Rangers then winning at Arsenal. They seem to beat City and Arsenal so far, and Cardiff, so not sure what's going on there. And then Celtic losing at West Ham, away from home 2-1, and Rangers getting beat by Newcastle 3-0. And then Rangers then lose again against Wolves 2-0. on the incline, and then they sort of decline towards the end of that month. Quick look at their team stats now. Celtic, since they've still 7 goals, so 7 goals, 5 goals. It's getting a few goals. Has the average gone up? Slightly. I think it's gone down a little bit more. Scott Brown with high assists again. Still no goals he has. Appearances, a lot of the same players playing a lot of games, which is what I expected. Going over to Rangers, the highest player's got 5 goals, so it's not getting enough goals in. I mean, Lafferty's got 3 goals in 8 games. I don't know why he's not playing as much, but you know. And still, the highest player's still at 3 assists, so it's not ideal. I've had 4 clean sheets so far this season. The average rating looking pretty low as well. Only about 10 players above 16. Brown, not surprisingly, is second highest in yellow cards and second highest in red cards. Right, moving over to March. There's a lot of games in this month. Same at the end of that. Let's see what happens. Okay, so that's March complete. Let's see what happened in that month. From there, Rangers still in 17th, so not doing too bad. Southampton dropping down, unfortunately. Celtic move up 1 spot to go up to 14th place with 10 wins. Rangers with 4 wins now. I think they got 1 more this month. Rangers losing 2-0 away from home against Brighton. Celtic drawing against Chelsea, that's a good result for them. But then Celtic going to lose to Southampton. And Celtic lose again against Leicester. Rangers get a win against Bournemouth, which is good for them. Bournemouth are pretty high in this league. Yeah, Celtic then lose again against Liverpool. Rangers then lose against Palace, whereas Celtic then win against City. So City have now lost against both of the 2 Scottish teams I put in this division. We'll look at the rest of the league table at the same time as well. Arsenal at the top, then United, Chelsea and the Spurs. So City all the way down in 10th. I'm not playing as a United fan. We'll go to the end of April and we'll do a little bit of May, see what happens. April complete, let's see what happens this month. Right then, Rangers stick in their position, Celtic drop down 1 place. I believe Celtic didn't get a win that month. Might have got a couple of draws, let's have a look. So Rangers draw against West Ham, good, not a bad result there. Rangers then win a game against Leicester. Celtic losing against Watford, which not a bad result I guess. And then Rangers then losing against Tottenham, but then coming back and drawing against Watford. Just a good result for them as actually. Celtic lose against Bournemouth, which is not too bad. Only a couple of places higher. Then Rangers losing against Liverpool, which is kind of expected. Then Celtic losing against Cardiff, which is a bad result for them. Nearing the end of the season, so we go to calendar, and so the last game, sim to then on the Sunday. Start at the beginning, let's start at the top. Let's not spoil the surprise. Man United, Arsenal, Chelsea, then Spurs, Everton, Liverpool, Man City, Wolves, West Ham, Bournemouth in 10th, Leicester in 11th, Palace in 12th, Watford in 13th, Newcastle in 14th, Celtic staying up in 15th, Rangers and somehow pulling it out and coming up to 16th, get 1 space, and then relegation zone, Burnley, Brighton, then Cardiff, Southampton just making it in 17th. Wolves beating Celtic again. Rangers getting drawn against United, which has kept them up I think as well. Rangers drawn 2-2 against Southampton. Celtic losing against Newcastle, so that's not bad, it's 5 places. Look at the points in the league table. So Celtic in 15th, there were 6 points. There were 6 points off 14th. So there's a big gap in the table. They finished on 10 wins, 9 draws, and then 19 losses. They scored 37 goals. They conceded 53, so quite a bit. Very similar goals scored as well for Rangers. So they won 5 games. They drew 19, which is what got them a lot of points. Actually won the least amount of games in the league and stayed up, just because they drew 19 games. They lost 14 then. They did score 34 and they conceded 55, so not that much more than Celtic did. So the 5 points between them. That sounds pretty similar to how they normally do, well, especially a few years ago when they were battling it out in Scottish Premiership. That's how they normally finish, a few points apart. Obviously the only games that counted for them really were when they were playing each other. We'll go over to team stats now, and we'll look at Celtic's team stats for the year. Appearances, obviously their star striker getting a lot of appearances. Using the same team quite often. Scored 10 goals, 5 assists. Scott Brown finished on 5 assists, so finished with 6 yellow cards as well. Which is pretty realistic I guess. Going over look at Rangers now. Let's see how they did. So their striker getting 8 goals, 4 assists, not bad either. Yep, top player as well. A few yellow cards for them as well, and then just 1 red card in the season. Average rating though, not too great, but they stayed up. So quick look at the cut for that season as well. Obviously, Rangers made it past the round 3 replay. Then, as we see now, Leeds beat them 1-0 in the 4th round, so they don't progress for that competition either. Not sure, should I put him into the Europa League? I chose not to in the end, but so they managed to stay up. Is that realistic? Who knows? What do you think? If you think they should be in the Premiership or Championship even, leave a comment down below. If you enjoyed this video as well, leave a like. Also subscribe for more stuff like this. Also give me advice how I can change this to make it more fun, more entertaining. Maybe change it up a little bit. What's the best way of going about it? I thought using another team sort of mid-table. Obviously this shouldn't affect the results too much. So if you did enjoy this sort of concept video, do leave a like down below and subscribe for more stuff like this. Other stuff, different stuff, career mode stuff. A lot of different gaming stuff. Thanks for watching. See ya.